Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're going to be looking at whether there is still a chance between you and your ex. So this can be an ex-husband, ex-wife, or ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. It doesn't matter. So for today's reading, we're going to be first looking at the story, your connection between the two of you, and what happened, why you have to break up. And then we're going to be looking at your ex's current energy. So that is where they are right now emotionally, and if they are still thinking of you, if they're moving on. Essentially, that's what it is. And then we're going to be looking at your energy, and we're going to be answering the question, why is this connection still affecting you? This is just more so that you can understand your emotions better. Whether your ex is going to want to get back with you or not, it doesn't really matter. This is just for your own understanding of your emotions and whatever it is that's going on in your head right now. And then we're going to be asking, is there a possibility for a connection between the two of you? Okay, and then lastly, we're going to be looking for advice from spirits. Okay, so as always, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Feel free to pause the video if you need to, and I'll see you guys in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Okay, we're going to start your reading. We're going to start with your story first. Okay, we have the child, and then we have the key. Right off the bat, what I'm seeing is that you guys, this is a couple that wanted children but couldn't have children, is what I am seeing right now. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. Three of Cups. Oops. And Page of Cups. So I'm actually seeing that you guys are very social couple. Like, you guys arrange a lot of parties in your home. I don't know if that's just for confirmation or it has something to do with the story, but that is what I'm seeing for now. I feel like there is there are two energies right here. One is somebody who it's not controlling, but someone who is more of someone who nags a lot, someone who dictates a lot in the relationship, and I am sensing that this is your ex's energy. And I am also seeing that this relationship feels like it was already crumbling down before this child issue comes about. But there is this thought that maybe once we have a child, everything will kind of like get back into course, because it feels like you're really putting all your hopes into this one basket right here, which is children. But I don't really see this person wanting children, or they are not as invested as you are. I am also seeing that you guys have been isolated from your friends. It feels like you're not telling your friends what is going on in your house, and it also feels like you're not really going out more. I'm really sensing that this is their energy right here. Your ex's energy right here. And it feels so, I don't know, for lack of a better word, dictatorship. Like, it's very oppressive. No, it's not oppressive. It's more of like, it's in your face type of energy is what I'm feeling right now. I feel like you have been focusing a lot on trying to resolve the problems, trying to kind of like get the answer, or kind of like get the key, instead of solving the core of the problems with this person. I feel like I didn't explain that correctly. It's more of like, you know, like when you're so deep into finding how you can get that solution For example, right here, it doesn't have to be baby, but for example, right here, you guys may want a baby and you have been trying and trying for that, and that was your focus, but you forgot, or you didn't see, or you refuse to seeing the core issue right now. It's not about the baby. It's not about if you have a baby or not. There are underlying issues that could not be solved if you get a baby. If this isn't about a baby or having a baby or wanting a baby, this is about you forcing yourself to grow up, forcing yourself to be mature in this relationship, and losing that inner child of yours, that inner curiosity that you have in life, and your fun. You're losing all of that because of this person. This person might be really controlling towards you, and they are always the victor in your quarrels, and it feels like you have given up on kind of like fighting for yourself. This is why you're losing your spark, and you want to get out of this relationship. You've been wanting to get out of this relationship. However, it's been really hard for you to get out. It's like maybe there is like a back and forth between the two of you, like making up and then fighting again and then breaking up, and then the cycle continues, right? You guys are clearly seen as a power couple between your friends. It's like a lot of people will tell you that you guys really match each other, that you guys are kind of like perfect for each other, because this person is really, in front of other people, this person is really confident, somebody who's going to show their love for you. But you're also not seeing the red flags, because you have always seen this person as the Six of Wands, this confident person, this this successful person, whether it's in material or just their character. They are successful. So you didn't see the red flags at first, and now there is this kind of slowly draining of your energy, your curiosity, and your fun, because it feels like this person is preventing you from meeting your friends, your loved ones. And I think your relationship ended because of that. But let's see, why did their relationship end? Or how did this relationship end? Of the Sun. You followed what was right for you at the time, pal number one. It feels like you have awakened from this Two of Swords right here, and you followed your intuition. You followed what you think was right. That's why this relationship ended. Okay, so we're going to be looking at what is happening on their side. Okay. Oh, so what is happening? What is the energy of their current ex-partner? What is their present energy right now? Okay. We have the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and also the Four of Wands. No, Four of Cups rather. Okay, so this person has moved on, or rather than move on, I think this person has already kind of like released these emotions after the breakup, but they're still thinking about you. There are still times where they think of you when they're about to sleep or something like that. But what I'm seeing is that this person has regulated themselves. They're not really erect or anything. They're not. This breakup hasn't really kind of like affected them. Okay, so it's not like they're completely moved on. It's more of like they're already seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, and this person, I don't see them being in a dating scene. It's more of like they've got their bearings right, and they're kind of like they're slowly moving on from this relationship, although they're not completely over it yet, is what I'm seeing. Okay, I also want to see what is their perspective in the relationship, or what is their perspective on the breakup. No. We have the Ace of Pentacles. What is their perspective? We have Eight of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Okay. So this person didn't really see their actions as wrong or as controlling or as overbearing. That's the word that I was looking for, overbearing. It wasn't like dictatorship or anything. It's overbearing. They didn't really see that. They think it's completely normal to have that kind of control over the relationship. But also at the same time, when you're breaking up or when the breakup was fresh, what I'm seeing is that they felt free to do whatever they want. It's more of like their focus isn't really in love or in relationship in general. It's more of like they're focused on themselves, on their career, and it's like it's not indifferent. I don't think they're indifferent with relationship or love. It's more of like I'm just really focused in this thing that I'm doing, or I'm just really focusing on myself right now, that I couldn't be bothered with relationship or love even if we broke up. Because I'm seeing them very excited with all the time that they have. Okay, all this newfound time that they have for themselves, that they can do to cultivate whatever this is. Especially if there is something in work that they're about to do, like a project or something big that they're about to do, something that has a lot of potential. And maybe I'm also seeing that they're trying something new in terms of making money. That's why they're very excited, so that they can actually kind of like focus on it instead of putting energy into quarreling with you, into having fights and like making up again, because this was already a cycle between you two, and I think both of you are very tired of that cycle. You just didn't realize it. So that is their perspective during the breakup. Now let's see what is your guys's perspective. It's not perspective. It's your guys's energy rather. This portion is just for you to be able to understand your feelings more. It doesn't matter if the ex wants to kind of like have a reconciliation with you or not. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we have the High Priest. I have Priestess rather. What is the current energy? So we have the High Priestess, King of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. You guys are trying your hardest to get answers and also move on from this person. You're really trying to get your mind off of this breakup, off of this person. But you're also trying to heal yourself right now, even though it's kind of confusing for you, and the only thing that you actually know how to do is actually move forward and kind of like try to get out of your head more. But from what we're seeing here, you're clearly in your head quite a lot. Even here in the High Priestess, this is your subconscious. This is you going deep within yourself. This might be really confusing for you guys. Like, I'm seeing that on the other hand, you want to move on, but also at the same time wanting to understand what went wrong in this relationship, and also sort of like have hope that it's not over yet. But the energy that's being dominant right now is actually you wanting to really move forward, even though there's a lot of confusion in your head right now. Can we get some more? The Page of Cups keeps on reappearing in your guys' reading. What's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, the Sun is here again. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Sun. Okay, so you really are trying to move on from this relationship and get your life back together. But we have the Seven of Cups here in the High Priestess. From what I'm seeing, you guys have a lot of things that's going on right now. Like, there's mixed emotions. And so that's why there is confusion. Because there's a lot of things that you want to do, but it's hard for you to choose which direction you actually want to follow. And you are also still trying to move on from this relationship. Okay, but we have the Sun card right here. If you guys just follow your sun or whatever it is that actually gives you joy in life, you won't feel the need to actually choose anything because there is one clear winner for you guys. But we're still going to ask, what is this confusion all about? What is this confusion all about? Oh. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so you guys are trying to be self-sufficient with yourself, especially because you've already broken up with this person. It's kind of hard to only having your own income. It's kind of hard to, maybe pay the bills and stuff. And from what I'm seeing right here, you guys want to be practical, but there's a lot of options right now that you can choose from to be this Queen of Pentacles, to be practical. This isn't only about being practical, maybe saving money and stuff. It's also kind of like, I think the core reason why you are really trying so hard to move on and be this person right here, be this Queen of Pentacles, and move on and have a new chapter in life, is because you want to erase the memory of this person. You want to move on from this chapter in life. You are still hurting, you are still confused, and there's still a lot of things in your mind right now that hasn't been mourned, and you are choosing to work, to be grounded, and to do the things that you think you can control, which is thinking about your finances, thinking about your bills, thinking about your careers and stuff. But an advice for you from the Sun card right here and the Seven of Pentacles, you can look at whatever options that you have, look at it and write it on paper and compare them and see which one actually kind of like, which one makes you happy, which one gives you joy, which is also kind of like practical for you, and look at it in that angle instead of just kind of like comparing them in your head. Okay, so put it on paper, make research about it, and you'll be able to see clearly which one will you like, and or which one is going to suit your current life right now. Okay, so Even though you both are trying to move on, there is a... Okay, so sorry about that. Even if you're trying to move on, both of you are trying to move on, we're still going to be looking at if there is a possibility with reconciliation. Oh, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, oh, and then the Knight of Wands. Both of you are moving forward in your own life, pile number one. So even if there is a possibility, because I don't see a hard no right now, both of you, it's better for both of you to just kind of like leave it and move on with both of your lives. Because there is something that you are protecting right now, which is, I think it's the Page of Wands, because that's what I'm seeing, right? You are protecting that part of you that was kind of like hidden throughout the relationship, even if you purposely did it or not, or even if he purposely tried to hide that part of you or not, right? Either way, that part of you, that Page of Wands, that innocence, that creativity, that fun that you have before was affected. And now you're trying to move on, and also you're trying to protect what you have. Because I'm seeing you, this is the Chariot, this is movement right here. With the Knight of Wands, this is relentless movement, like we have with your guys' energy before, right? Where I said like, even when you're confused, you're still trying to move forward. And that's what both of you are doing right now. I think there really is no possibility for reconciliation for both of you. Okay, so we're going to be asking for advice for you, pile number one. Advice from your spirit guides on what to do next. We have the Page of Wands. Advice or message from your spirit guides on what to do next. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. The Sun again. Okay, so we have Page of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Sun. See how this Three of Wands is in between the Page of Wands and the Sun? Because there's also sunflowers right here. Because what I'm seeing right now is that you have to keep moving forward to where the Sun is, to where you feel gravitated towards, where you feel resonance, where you feel love, where you feel happiness, okay? Where you're instinctively kind of like being drawn to. Trust your intuition, even if you're hurt right now, even if there's still a lot of things to heal right now. Just keep moving forward with that intuition of yours, and you're going to be better. You're going to get out of this, and you're going to start a new chapter in life, pile number one. Okay, so that is it. That is all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, hello, pile number two. This is your reading. So we have the Lady, and then we have Promise of the Ring, Promise, Cooperation, Cycle, and then we have Clouds, Doubt, Confusion, Secrets. Okay. Then we have Five of Pentacles, Karma or Judgment, Nine of Wands, and the World. You have made a lot of sacrifice for this relationship, pile number two. I'm hearing that you guys are about to get married or is engaged when you guys broke up. I'm seeing that you guys are doubting whether this person was actually the person that you loved or not. You feel like they were hiding a secret from you. Maybe they were cheating, or you're questioning if they actually cheated on you. Something like that. But there is doubt with their character. You're doubting their character basically. Okay. So in this relationship, there was a lot of like I said, there's a lot of sacrifice from both of you, and you yourself made a lot of sacrifice for this relationship. There were a lot of times when you guys had nothing, where you felt insecure for not having a lot. Not just insecure, this is instability. But because you guys sacrificed, both of you actually sacrificed a lot, worked hard a lot, you were able to get to the point where you're about to get married before you broke up with this person. You fought for this relationship, pile number one. No, pile number two. And I'm seeing that even if you guys broke up, you're still there. You're still wanting to fight for this relationship. Even though it ended already and it's time for you to move on. Okay, so I'm curious. Why did they broke up? Why did they broke up? I'm hearing somebody really cheated. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Somebody really cheated. Somebody who your partner maybe, because you're still in this relationship, but somebody cheated. I don't know if it's you or your partner, but this feels like the story of a poor man being supported by their partner to success and then leaving their partner behind and choosing somebody else. It feels like because there was a lot of difficulty in this relationship, but you guys ultimately kind of walk out of that difficulty and you were able to have a successful life with this person. That's when their confidence grow, and that's when they feel like they can expand, and feels like their life right now, their world right now rather, is so small that they want to expand. They want to see more of the world, and that also means they want to see more another person or other people. This was something that they have in mind for a long time. They just couldn't tell you, or they couldn't, they want the best of both worlds kind of thing, where they marry you for stability and they enjoy life. Did this person still love pile number two? Did this person still love pile number two while, he's thinking about his plans of expanding? Seven of Wands. There were times when they were kind of like thinking about it, not thinking about staying with you and stuff. It's more of like there's a push and pull, but essentially they're fighting their own thoughts to justify what they want to do, to justify this thing right here, this deception, this cheating, this this breakup. Okay, so we're going to be looking at their current energy next, what they're feeling right now, what their emotions right now, or where they are in life right now. Okay, so they're already in the path. They're already in the new path, pile number two. Yeah. They're creating their new path. For some of you, this person has already moved on and already have their own family. Before we even ask if there's a chance for reconciliation, they're already moved on. They are having the time of their life right now in their current life, with their current partner. There's really nothing to say about this. It's to know they're enjoying their life very much. I don't want to talk about it and give you guys more heartache and get you guys triggered because of this. So we're going to move on from this, and we're going to look at your guys' energy. No. What did they think about your breakup? Okay, I'm really sorry. That is unbelievable. Okay. Yeah. That is unbelievable. This is what they think about your breakup, guys. Okay, the Sun, the Queen of Swords, and a Page of... No, not Wands, Pentacles. Okay, so this person has clearly moved on from you before you guys even broke up. They saw the breakup as something as a new opportunity for them to get out of this relationship and to actually find somebody who is better, who is quote-unquote better than you guys. There's this curiosity and thirst for something more, something deeper, something to learn. Essentially, I think this is them learning in life. This is them kind of like starting their new career, having advancement in their career and their finances. That's why they feel so excited to move on and follow this, whatever it is that that is in their heart, because it feels like this breakup was freeing for them. They were already on a hunt before you guys even broke up. They were already thinking that I want somebody who's better, I want somebody who's more mature, somebody who is kind of like someone who can understand me better, which is okay. I'm not gonna say anything about that, but I just want you guys to know that you guys are not lesser than anybody else, okay? Like, this person is an anomaly. Don't think that just because they say that somebody is better than you guys, it doesn't mean that you are not worthy of being loved. It doesn't mean that you guys are not worthy of being a partner or being loved by somebody. Okay, so we're going to see your guys' energy right now. This is just for you guys to make sense of what you're currently feeling. We have the Hermit, the Justice, and the High Priestess. The first thing that I'm seeing is that they're all raising their right hand, which is your connection with the divine, I think. Is that right? So this is kind of like something. I think you guys are really trying to pray and really hoping for some guidance on what you can do next. I'm also hearing that for some of you, if you guys believe in God or something like that, go to your church and let your pastor or your priest help you with whatever this is. Not whatever this is, with your feelings, with sorting out your feelings. Okay? But essentially, you guys are trying to go deep within. I'm not seeing you guys trying to make sense of this. Whatever you're feeling right now, it's more of like you want to go deep within so that you can almost fight for yourself in the form of a memory. You know, when you remember something that happened quite a long time ago, and then once you remember it, that's when you guys have the perfect comeback, something like that. But at that time, you never really had that comeback. So it's like, it's a little too late for that comeback, but this is what you're doing right now. Like, you're venting through your emotions. And if that helps you, go with it. If this is how you're going to make sense of all the emotions and all of the thoughts that you're having right now, go do that. Pile number 1. Pile number 2, I keep saying pile number 1. I'm also seeing that if there is a trusted person, or like a trusted maybe somebody who is older than you, like your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, or just somebody who is like an elder to you guys. You guys can talk with that person and get some advice from that person. If it feels right for you guys to vent this with anger, then vent it. Like, go somewhere where you can kind of like destroy things to get this anger out. Because right now you're trying to make sense of this by going inwards, which is good. But if you need to do it physically, if you need to kind of like vent this anger that you feel towards this person physically, by all means, do not go and hurt people, okay? Do not go and hurt yourself. Go and maybe go exercise, maybe do boxing or something, where you can actually get your anger out physically. This is more of like a pent-up emotion or a pent-up energy rather than confusion. So we're going to give you some advice. We're going to get to you some advice later on. So we're going to move on from that first, from your energy. And we're going to ask if there is a possibility for reconciliation. I really hope that you guys don't go back to this person or waste your time with this person. But that is just me. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands. The Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. And the 10 of Swords. Okay. So we have the 5 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and 10 of Swords. Okay. Love is dead for you right now. This is a no. Even if you're still hurting right now, I would say that this is a no. Because if you go back to this person, there's only going to be chaos. There's only going to be a lot of fighting. And even now that you're trying to move on, it feels really heavy for you. There's this thoughts that you don't want to love anymore, and you don't want to do this anymore. It's kind of like you just want to lie in bed and do nothing. And the cards are showing you there's really no yes or no answer. It's more of like this is showing you the energy of what it's like for you right now, pile number 2. There's already a lot of confusion, a lot of thoughts in your head, rather. If you think about your experience with this person, I wouldn't really blame you for thinking that love is dead for you, that you don't want to love anymore, that you don't want to do this anymore. And for your mental and emotional and psychological health, this is a no. You have a chance to move on. You have a chance for a new chapter in life. You have a chance to heal and get away from this energy. Okay, so we're going to get some advice for you guys. We're going to get some advice. Oh. The King of Swords also came out of pile number 1. So you might be drawn to pile number 1 too. Oh, you have the Judgment. Okay. So we have the King of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and Karma. The advice for you guys right now is to lead with your head. Okay, so don't let your emotions make the decisions for you right now, pile number 2. Also, if there is somebody who is kind of like a support system for you, or there is something where you can kind of like focus your energy towards, something that you can do, maybe a small project with another person or a group of people. Then go do that so that you can take your head off of this mess right now. The Judgment is telling you guys to evaluate your past actions, not just with your relationship, but after your relationship ended. They want you to evaluate your actions, your decisions during that time, so that you can understand how you're going to move on from this in a logical manner. Also, combining with that advice that I gave you during your reading your energy and where you are at the moment, if it's really hard for you to kind of like think right now logically and follow your head, follow that logical mind, that conscious mind, if it's really hard for you, then do something so that you can release those emotions and not just stay within your head and kind of like always going inwards to look for answers. Okay, so that is it. That is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so we're going to start. We have the Moon, emotions, intuition, fantasy. And then we also have the House, tradition, stability, safety. Okay, and then we have Two of Pentacles. I think we can just put it here. Can you see it? Two of Pentacles. We have Four of Swords, Four of Wands, the Emperor, and Eight of Swords. Alright. I think there's an illusion that there's going to be a lot of stability in this relationship, but in reality, there was a lot of instability. There were good times. There was also times where you have to be really flexible and you have to kind of like, you're very busy, like mentally, physically, emotionally. You have to juggle all of these things to make this relationship work, and that you really needed time to rest because this relationship has burned you out a lot. It doesn't even have to be because of this person, because of your ex. It's more of like maybe there's a lot of situations in the relationship where kind of like that created instability for you guys. From what I'm seeing, you guys really wanted to have a good relationship, to have a stable relationship, and if you guys have kids together, then you really wanted to provide for your kids and let them have a good life, basically. And because of that, because of this motivation, it doesn't even have to be with kids. Maybe you just wanted to have a good life with this person. Okay, because of that motivation, you kind of like imprison yourself of trying to really get this Emperor energy right here, because you know this relationship is good. There were a lot of times where you guys were happy, but there were also a lot of times where you have to juggle left and right, and even maybe include your feet into this juggling because you're so busy. Maybe some of you, maybe you guys, or both of you and your partner, have multiple jobs to make ends meet, and that's why there's a lot of exhaustion and just really busy energy that I'm seeing here. Okay, so what is the cause for the breakup? Why did they break up? Why did they broke up rather than break? Oh, you have the Fool. Oh, we have the Hangman, the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Fool, Hangman, Six of Cups. Okay, so for some of you guys, you might have been childhood sweethearts with this person. I'm also seeing that For some of you, there were talks with having children, but one of you disagrees because of how, you know, how your finances are right now. So that kind of led to a breakup because you weren't seeing eye to eye with the decision. For some of you, if you have been with this person for a very long time now, you are evaluating your life with this person. I'm hearing that you were promised a good life with this person, but you're not seeing that. And that's why you broke up with this person. So that's what I'm seeing. And then next we're going to be looking at this person's energy, or where they are right now. Oh, okay, so where is this person right now? Oh, we already have the 7 of Wands. Oh, this is... Wait, okay. Oh. Oh. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Lovers. This person has been re-evaluating their choices. If they're the person who proposed to break up with you, then they are re-evaluating that choice that they did because they thought that this choice was the right thing to do. And if you're the one who broke up with this person, then they are evaluating whether it was right for them to just let you walk away from this relationship. So, what did they think about your breakup? What did they think about your breakup? Just do... Oh, we have the 10 of... not swords, 10 of Wands, the Devil. What do they think about your breakup? Okay, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. They know that it was for a practical reason. Both of you guys know that it was for a practical reason, whether this person broke up with you or you broke up with them. Both of you, it's logical, right? The breakup was logical for you, both of you guys. But at the same time, this person is really scared of losing you, and it feels like it's a really heavy feeling for them to lose you. Even though they know logically that this chapter in life would have to end, this has been weighing down on them. I feel like for some of you, this person has actually thought about it, has actually thought about breaking up with you because of the circumstances that you guys are in, but they were afraid of losing you. That's why they didn't say anything and let you guys broke up with them. Or that maybe there was like a talk between you guys and they grabbed that opportunity to just say yes, okay, let's break up. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so we're going to move on and look at your guys' energy. It's just so that you can try to understand what you're feeling right now. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Oh, there's 2. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 7 of Wands, and 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a lot of mention about boundaries here. And you're trying to make that work, and you're practicing putting on boundaries for yourself. Okay. Okay, so what is this? Why are they putting boundaries for themselves? Oh. We have the Ace of Swords. Oh. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and Temperance. It feels like after your breakup, you guys have learned something. You guys are seeing the truth clearly, and that's why you are trying to build this boundary that you guys have. But I still want to know what this truth is about, or what this boundary is about. But the temperance right here is telling you guys to do this slowly. Like, if you're practicing boundaries, it's really hard to do it, especially if people don't respect you guys' boundaries. So just do it slowly, take it slowly, and you're going to get there. Okay, so we have the Empress and the Nine of Swords. I'm hearing this is a boundary for your decision about your breakup. This was something that you have been kind of thinking about for a long time after your breakup, and you've finally kind of like made up your mind that this is what you want. This is the decision that you have, especially for the people in this pile who actually was the one who initiated the breakup. I'm also hearing for some of you, you're actually finding yourself within this healing and breakup that you're going through right now. So it feels like for the people who were the ones who broke up because they were thinking more logically, you are putting on boundary and you're going to say no to this person, to your ex, if they ever want to kind of like reconcile with you. But if this person is the one who broke up with you and you want to kind of like reconcile or see where this is going for you guys, I feel like you're learning about boundaries in a relationship and you're cultivating that. So whether you guys are going to reconcile with this person or not, you are learning something new and something that you can kind of like put into action when you're in a relationship, whether it's the old one or a new relationship that you're going to have. So we're going to ask if there is a possibility for a reconciliation between you guys. Okay, is there a possibility for a reconciliation between you guys? Oh, okay. We have the King of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups, and Two of Swords. Both of you are really thinking about this. There's an indecision if you want to walk away from this relationship or not. So there is really this is up in the air right now, because there's a lot of heavy thinking energy right now. There's an indecision here if you want to walk away or not. Let's see, how can they decide? How can they decide if they want to reach out to that person or not? If you're the one who wants to reach out, there's a lot of Swords energy, huh? Okay, so we have the High Priest, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you guys should get a second advice whether you want to reconcile with this person or not. It is helpful for you guys to listen to other people's opinion, especially because you're in the thick of it. So you won't be able to kind of like really make a decision for yourself if you're just going to kind of like rely on your logic right now. But also from what I'm seeing here is that you also need to establish your boundaries. You also need to kind of like really think about your boundaries and really put that forward into the decision whether you want to reconcile with this person or not. Okay, so even if other people will tell you you can reconcile with this person. If that goes against your boundaries, then maybe that's a no. Okay, maybe it's time for you to walk away from this person. Okay, so we're going to get you some advice from your spirit guides. Okay, this is going to be the last part of your reading. Oh my god. Okay, so any message for them? Okay, so any advice, last message? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so the advice from your spirit guides is that you might be really you might be stuck with always looking inwards for you guys, and you might be stuck in the past. You might be thinking, if you're reconsidering this relationship, you might be thinking about the sweetness of the past, but remember, there was also a lot of fights. You have to remember that. And I think that you guys are in over your head currently. That's why you need a second advice, you need a second opinion or another perspective, whether you want to reconcile with this person or not. Because I am seeing that you guys are stuck in this loop of, not in this loop, it's more of like you guys are stuck thinking about this, whether you want to reconcile or not, without really going forward, without your thoughts really making a decision for yourself. Okay, without your thoughts kind of like making a decision whether you want to say or not. So the spirits is reminding you, you might be stuck in the past. You might be looking at all the sweetness, all the good memories that you have, but you also have to remember there were also bad memories. There were fights, there were disagreements, there were the hardships, the struggles that you guys have. So remember that when you make decisions, remember the boundary that you just learned and still learning and practicing, and look for a second opinion, another perspective in this thing. So that is it. That is all that I have for you, pile number 3, and I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.